Hello everyone, welcome to the new video. So today we will discuss the DevOps interview question for ArgoCD tool. So yeah, let's go. Today we will discuss ArgoCD interview questions. So basically what is ArgoCD? Argo continuous delivery. It's a declarative form of writing and deploying application. So it comes under GitOps practices where Git is the primary source, and from Git only we are managing, deploying the application and managing the infrastructure, and Git is a primary source. That is why Argo CD is considered as a declarative GitOps continuous delivery tool CD. So in Jenkins, what we do continuous integration. While if we configure Argo CD tool, so that is CI CD means continuous delivery. So sometimes we can integrate Argo CD in with our Jenkins also. So together both CI and CD pipeline is created, where Argo CD always keep a check that if any changes are there in Git repositories, it will check what is the change in actual state and the desired state, and accordingly it will automatically try to bring the changes on equality, like it will bring both the states on equal levels. So this automatic sync up is either it can be an automatic or manual. If we want that if there is any change, Argo series should automatically do the changes. It will do that too, else it will send an alert so that we can check and do the changes. So Argo CD is a tool that is deployed as an app as a pod only in a Kubernetes. So it's a part of a Kubernetes cluster, and it helps in deploying the application. So few interview questions I'll cover today. What is Argo CD and how does it work? So Argo CD we know how it works. So basically you have to define the Kubernetes YAML file or whatever manifest file, or the Helm charts, or customize in a Git repository. You will store it, and Argo CD will check that if there is any change in the manifest file, and is if there is any difference between the configurations that are present in manifest file and in the actual application running, it will try to bring the changes, like it will detect the changes and it will apply the new configuration to the cluster. It also provides a web UI and CLI to manage applications, monitor deployments, and perform rollbacks if needed. So, explain the architecture for Argo CD. Argo CD has a following key components: API server, repository server, application controller, web UI or CLI, and Redis Cache. If anyone wants to start with Argo CD, so I would tell you to refer to this link. You can go. Here are all the links from understanding the basic how to install Argo CD, and then you know how to write the file and everything you can do, and then you can get the idea. So you can start from this. So yeah. So we were on explain the architecture of Argo CD, API server, repository server, the main component that handle user requests and serves the Argo CD web UI. Repository server handle all interactions with Git repositories. Application controllers monitor the state of application. So it ensures that the actual state matches with the desired state. So Redis cache or etcd is also used, like Argo CD use etcd or cache to store the data, And web UI or CLI provides a user interface and command line interface to interact with Argo CD. Then what is GitOps and how does Argo CD implement it? Then how does Argo CD handle rollbacks and versioning? So basically, Git-based rollback, since Argo CD is a GitOps space, the repository always contains the desired state of the application. To roll back, you can simply revert the commit in Git repo. Argo CD will automatically sync the cluster to the previous version. Or you can also do the rollback using UI or CLI. Okay. Automated row in case of failed sync or if the application enters an unhealthy state, Argo CD can be configured to automatically trigger rollback to the previous stable state. So how does Argo CD integrate with Helm charts and customize? So Helm chart, so Argo CD can sync Helm chart repository directly from a Git repository. So you have to store, you have to make the changes in the Helm chart and store it in Git repository only. From there only the Argo CD which is installed in a Kubernetes cluster, it will detect the changes and it will apply the changes. Similarly, Argo CD support customize out of the box, allowing user to manage Kubernetes resources with overlays and patches in Git repository. So what is the concept of application sets in Argo CD? So application set is an advanced feature that allow for dynamic creation of multiple application based on a defined template. So for each environment, you can define the application set. Similarly, what are the security best practices? What are the key difference between Argo CD and Flux? So Flux is also a kind of a CD tool, but what is the difference between both Argo CD and Flux is that Flux is like a rich web UI for managing application, while Flux primarily relies on the command line integrates with another tool for UI. So you can read this. I will give all the answers. I will copy all these questions and answer in description box too. Then how do you handle multi-cluster deployment in Argo CD? So Argo CD supports multi-cluster deployment by allowing you to connect and manage multiple Kubernetes cluster. So there will be one main cluster. So steps for multi-cluster setup is register multiple cluster with Argo CD using the Argo CD CLI or API. Then create an application Argo CD and specify the target cluster names where the application should be deployed. Then Argo CD synchronizes the application to the desired state in each cluster. So this is how it handles a multi-cluster deployment in Argo CD. So that's all for today's video. I hope you liked it. So yeah, till then, bye. Take care.